Oxidation means losing one or more electron that we understood. Now, let us understand about the reduction reaction. The chemical reaction in which reactant gain hydrogen is called reduction. Similarly, if reactant loses oxygen, then also it is called as the reduction reaction. The substance that brings about reduction is called as the reducing agent or reductant. Right? So let us see the example of it. Suppose you have the copper oxide and over that you are passing on the hydrogen, then you will get that copper is getting separated and water gets evaporated. So here you what you observe here is oxygen hydrogen is getting added up. You'll see, observe it. Hydrogen is getting added. Moreover, if you see from the copper oxide, oxygen is removed. So from CuO you get Cu, right? And here the hydrogen is getting added. So both the way it is the reduction reaction. Okay. Now in this reaction, oxygen atom goes away from the CuO. It means the reduction of copper oxide takes place. Now observe one thing. What happens to the hydrogen molecule? Hydrogen molecule takes up the oxygen atom, isn't it? And it forms the water molecule. Means what happened? Oxidation of hydrogen take place. That means what? Oxidation and reduction both occurs simultaneously. Now, due to this characteristic of reduction and oxidation, this particular reaction is called as redox reaction. So, redox means reduction and oxidation both together. Observe here from CuO, I got Cu. That means oxygen is removed. That means it is reduction reaction. From H2, oxygen is getting added up in the reaction and I got water, isn't it? So from this H2, so here oxidation takes place. So reduction and oxidation both takes place together. Such reaction is called as the redox reaction. Let us see some more example. Redox reactions are important from the examination point of view because when they ask redox reaction, if you have an understanding of oxidation and reduction both, then only it will give, right? So understand 2H2S plus SO2 gives you 3S plus 2H2O. Now what happens here? Observe. SO2 3S. What happened? You see that oxygen is getting subtracted, right? So it is the reduction. Now from this H2, I am getting H2O. That means oxygen is getting added. So it is oxidation. So in this reaction also, oxidation and reduction, both the things takes place together and hence it is called as the redox reaction. Now in the exam children, you need to explain that where oxidation takes place and where reduction takes place. Now for that also, whenever you are showing, you need to show with the arrows. If you just point out like this, it is my personal experience when the child has shown in this manner without the arrow, then the marks were reduced because the child was getting out of marks. So clearly you have to show the arrow whatever you wanted to show and what write down where is oxidation or whatever, where is reduction. So where you have to mention where here reduction takes place, here oxidation takes place, etc. Clearly. Similarly, you can take some other example and you can explain. Now, in terms of electrons, how will you define the reduction? The reduction means addition of electrons, isn't it? Now, one thing just wanted to tell you is all the atom tries to attain the stable electronic configuration, and because of that only they they take part in the chemical reaction. Now, in order to understand the oxidation part, from the day-to-day examples we have, aluminum vessel if you use at home, after few days you will see that it is slightly becoming blackish in color. That is nothing but the aluminum oxide is getting formed into it, right? You have all such things. You have silver ornaments that also becomes blackish in color. That is also silver oxide is getting formed on silver. So this is all the day-to-day life example of the oxidation. Reduction is the addition of the electrons. Now there are some, when the positive charge of an atom or an ion increases or negative charge of them decreases, then it is called as oxidation. And when the positive charge decreases or the negative charge increases, it is called as the reduction. That is also a type of dissipation. That is explained by this Fe. Fe to FeO is oxidation, but when you come from Fe to FeO to Fe, it is reduction. From Fe to Fe2O3, it is oxidation. From Fe2O3 to FeO, it is reduction. Correct? Now, let us go ahead. Now, to understand about the corrosion, I need to have a 4 test tube. In 4 test tube, I am going to take different things. I will be requiring the chemicals as anhydrous calcium chloride. I will need little oil. I will need boiling water also, boiled water. Okay. Now let us mark the test tube as 1, 2, 3, 4. In the first test tube, I am going to add boiled water and over it little oil. In the second, I am going to add salt solution. Means I am going to add little salt into the water and I am going to dilute it. And third, I am not keeping anything, just air will be there. Manav, do you want to go out of the class? Don't touch your mobile at all. Anhydrous calcium chloride is taken in the fourth test tube. Now what you are going to do? You are going to add one iron nail to each one. Okay, now you can observe the bottom part, one iron nail is kept. So what you observe here is, so iron is getting oxidized to get the iron. So Fe gives you Fe plus 2 plus 2 electrons. Remember, in presence of water it takes place. So here you have aqueous part. Fe2 plus in a aqueous form. 2 plus 2 plus is up, huh? Here, not here, not as an addition. The valency part 2 plus. Okay. So oxygen is reduced to form water in the cathode region whenever this reaction takes place. Now ions are migrate from anode region to react with water and further get oxidized to give you Fe3 ions. So slowly from Fe2 to the stage comes when Fe3 comes. Continuous oxidation takes place and a reddish color hydrated oxide is formed from these Fe3 ions, and this is what we call as rust, which gets collected on the surface. Okay, so this is what is the rusting part. So if you'll see the formula of this reaction of the rusting, Fe3 plus, again a correction, let me make little bigger and now use pen. Fe3 plus, not here. Fe3 plus 4H2O gives you Fe2O3 dot H2O plus 6 hydrogen ions like aqueous form. So due to the various components of the atmosphere, always this oxidation of the metal takes place. And consequently what happens is it damages that particular metal. And whenever it results to the damage, we use the word corrosion. Iron rust and it becomes reddish color layer. This is the corrosion of iron. The corrosion is very serious problem to us and we are trying to find out the solution of it. Okay. We see that the things are the iron, if you take in your hand, you are not able to break it. But when there is a layer of iron oxide over it, jab junk pakad jata hai, rusting takes place, that particular things you are able to break it easily. Right, so that's a serious problem. We are going to study about the solution for it in the next chapter also. See, for the metal, sometimes this greenish color layer also forms due to the corrosion. Okay, now last part of this chapter, it talks about the rancidity. Now rancidity, children, I'll just take over a few examples. Sometimes what happens in some of the people, they get the big can of oil, maybe 15 kg का तेल का डब्बा पूरा आ जाता है and then they start using from it. 6 महीने का 10 महीने का पूरे साल भर का तेल भी भरते हैं. I would just tell you when that cane is about to get over the last part. If mama is using that oil over 6 months, I repeat, mama is using that particular oil after 6 months, then when she is doing frying, a typical type of odor comes. Moreover, you will see that there are many bubblings over there. Okay, so all these types of bubbling takes place due to it. So that is nothing but the oxidation of oil take place. Now what happens is what to do it. So when the oil or ghee is left aside for a longer time or even the fried item also, हाँ 15 दिन का तुम लोग का घर पे सपोज घर पे मम्मी ने सेव पूरी ऐसा कुछ बनाया है नाश्ते के लिए, अगर 15 दिन से ज्यादा रह जाता तो उसका टेस्ट चेंज हो जाता है because that also undergoes the oxidation process and become the rancid. Okay, so rancidity in the foodstuff cooked in the oil or ghee is prevented by using the antioxidant. Now antioxidants, how you are going to use this particular things here. The process of oxidation reduction of the foodstuff can also be shown by using these stored containers. If we use these airtight containers, these things can be stored. Okay, so this is all about this chapter. Children, do not leave the meeting.